streets and busy lights, and all we know. You come around when the armor falls, pierce the room like a cannonball, and all we know is don't let go. This is a state of grace. This is a worthwhile fight. Love is a ruthless game unless you play it good and right. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Nina. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here, and if you're not new, thanks for coming back. Now, I've just been cranking out these Red tutorials lately because there's just so many songs coming on Red Taylor's version, and I want to be ready to learn the new ones. And I want you guys to be able to play all of them. So the next song on my list that you guys have been asking to learn for a very long time is State of Grace acoustic version. And I think I like this version better than the original version because it's just like so simple. The words in this song are so poetic. I love it. This song is great for beginners because it can be very simple, or you can challenge yourself and add some more picking and some other fun stuff. So yeah, this song is for players of all skill levels and everything. So yeah. If you want to download the tab that I wrote for this song, you could click the link in the description box down below. I have a PDF that has all the lyrics, chord charts, and everything that you need for this song. And if you want to practice this song, I always post a full play along / demo on my other channel, and the link is also in the description box down below. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so this song is so great. It just has a few chords, and so you're gonna need D, regular D, and G, E minor, and then there's an extra chord in here that's gonna be optional. So if you want to add a little more to the song, you can play this other chord, and it's called F sharp minor, but this is like the cheater version of it. It's a really easy version where it's just going to be either all 3 fingers on the 2nd fret, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string, or you can bar it with 1 finger, which is what I do. And that's just going to be a little extra chord you can throw in here if you want to. Now, as we go along, I'm going to be teaching the beginner simple way of doing everything, but then I'm also going to be adding in some things that you can challenge yourself with, or that are more for intermediate players if you want to add a little bit more to it for yourself. And as always, I'm going to provide one optional strumming pattern if you just want to do the chords, and a really easy strumming pattern. But as far as this song goes, I do not use a pick for it, but if you are a super beginner and you just want to use a basic strumming pattern and use the pick, you can do that. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna teach you guys is the intro little riff that is recurring throughout the whole song, and it's super easy, and it's gonna be 3 notes, and basically you're going to play the G string open right there. So the 3rd string, you're just gonna pluck that open. And then the next note is going to be your 3rd finger on the 4th fret, 4th string on the D string, right there. And then the last note is going to be your 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string. So that's the recurring riff throughout the whole song. It kind of plays over the chords, so you can kind of work it in. I'll show you as we go along. So all together, it's gonna sound like this. So what I like to do throughout the song is mostly stick with the chords, but on the very end of a verse or a chorus line, I will play that little riff leading into the next thing. But you'll see, we'll get to that. So now we're gonna work on the intro, and it sounds throughout the song as if they're just kind of plucking each chord. It sounds like there's multiple guitars in the background. One of them is down strumming, and one of them is doing this. And then there's another one doing the more like finger style riff. What I like to do for this intro is just take your thumb and put it on the 4th string, the D string, and then just hook your 1st finger on the 3rd string and your 2nd finger on the 2nd string, and just pluck up on the D chord. So there's a little bit of a rhythm to this, so you're gonna go 1, 2, cut. So on that third time, you're going to pause and then do it again. So we're gonna go 1, 2, cut, 1, 2, cut. So we're gonna do that twice for the D, and then it's gonna go to our F sharp minor if you want to. If you don't want to do the F sharp minor, instead of doing this, you are just gonna keep playing D. So if you're playing the F sharp minor, you're going to do the same thing again. So you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, cut, 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, if you don't want to do that, just stay on D for the whole 2 measures. From the top, we have D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then switch to F sharp minor or stay on D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's going to switch to G. And the G you're going to have a full measure for. So, and for the G, I have my thumb on the 6th string instead because it has a different bass string. So that's the 6th string. And then keep your 1st and 2nd fingers on the 3rd and 2nd string, same place. And then you're just going to do the same thing. So we're going to pluck up 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to do it again. So if you want to add the riff at the end of the G, then this is what you're going to do. You're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the second round, you're going to do 1, 2, and then you're going to do that 4th string, 4th fret, and then to second fret, 5th string. So it's just those second 2 notes of the 3-note riff because you're using that pluck, the first measure, as that first note. I hope this makes sense to you guys, but I'll go through the whole thing very slowly. Okay, so starting on this G, this is what it's gonna sound like if you add the riff. So it goes. Go back to D. Now let's go through this all together from the top. So we got D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch to F sharp minor or stay on D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go to G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you don't want to do the riff, obviously you can just keep doing the plucking. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're gonna stay on G for a long time. So this is gonna be your intro and your verse 1 and your pre-chorus. So this whole thing goes for that whole part. This song is pretty simple in that it stays pretty much the same the whole time, except when it goes to that chorus where it goes, "This is a state of grace." That part is the only part that's gonna be super different. So for the intro, you're just gonna do D, F sharp minor, G, go through that once, add the riff if you want at the end of the G, that's the option there. If you don't want to do the plucking or the anything that has to do with finger picking or anything, here's a basic strumming pattern that you can do instead for pretty much the whole song. So what it's gonna be is you're just gonna go back and forth between D and G pretty much the whole time. It's gonna be down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then you're just gonna switch back and forth. So So you're just gonna give each one like 2 full measures for that basic strumming pattern. And you can do that for the intro, verse, pre-chorus, all the way through. So going into the verse, I'll just sing a little bit with this strumming pattern really fast. So I'm walking fast through the traffic lights, busy streets and busy lights, and all we know is touch and go. Back into it. it. So this song could be as easy or as like intermediate as you want it to be. It's just up to you. Now if you're gonna stick with the fingerstyle plucking, in the verse, there's only gonna be one slight change from what we learned for the intro, and that's just the timing of if you're gonna add the F sharp minor or not. So we're gonna have D, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're gonna do it 3 times, and on the last time, you were gonna switch to F sharp minor and do it once. So 1, 2, 3, 4 into G. I think the best way to do this is to just show you with the words and everything. So it's gonna go, I'm walking fast through the traffic lights, busy streets and busy lights, and all we know is touch and go. We are alone. So then it just repeats again. So that's gonna be your verse with that part. I'm gonna tell you guys one more little thing you can add to fill in the space if you want to. So in between those things, instead of cutting it on that, like the end of it, you are gonna add in a little bit of picking. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're gonna do 1, 2, 3. You're gonna go with your second finger on the second string, and then your first finger on the third string, and then your thumb is gonna hit that fourth string. Let me see if I can get closer to you guys. Okay, so it'll be 2, 3, 4. And that's what you're gonna do in between plucking up on the chords. So I'll do it slowly. So, and then you're gonna do it again. So that's an option. You don't have to do that. That's just a little extra something if you want to. So you can add that in throughout the song if you want to, as always. So then we get to this pre-chorus, and it's going to be the same thing as the verse, and it's going to go, and I never saw you coming. So that's how the pre-chorus is gonna sound, and also if you wanted to add the riff at the end there. And then it just goes into verse 2, which is gonna be the same exact thing as verse 1. It's like a choose your own adventure type of song. You can do the strumming, you can do the plucking, you can add the riff wherever you want. It's very much buildable, which I really like. And now we get to the chorus finally after verse 2, this pre-chorus. The song is very long, but there's also not a ton of words, if that makes sense. She only sings this little chorus part twice. It's just a very slow song. So when it gets to the chorus, I like to single strum. So we get to this part. This is a state of grace. This is a worth the while fight. Love is a ruthless game. So what I like to do for that part is just you use your fingers here, and your thumb is going to be on the 5th string, and then we got index finger on the 4th string, middle finger on the 3rd string, and ring finger on the 2nd string. So yeah, it's just gonna be like, that's what you're gonna do. Or you could just use your thumb to do all of them. Either way, whatever's more comfortable for you. So you got this part, it's like, love is a ruthless game, unless you play it good and right. So for that part, I like to pluck up on those. So, unless you play it good and right. So that part you can also add the riff. Good and right. And then it goes to the next part. These are the hands of fate. And that part you can pick it back up again and do the plucking. You're my Achilles heel. This is the golden age of something good and right and real. So So feel free to just honestly choose whatever you want to do. Strum, pluck, pick, any of them work. It's a song that just, you kind of just feel it in the moment. I don't know. And then we have the pre-chorus one last time, and you're gonna play it twice, and then we have the final chorus. And on this last chorus, it's gonna be the same thing where you just single strum it or like pluck all the strings. So this is a state of grace. This is a worth the while fight. Love is a ruthless gift. Unless you play it good and right. Okay, so if you want to play the riff to end out this song, you can do it a little bit differently and it works better. So it's gonna go pluck the G, good, and then you're gonna play that fourth string, and then just play this fourth string open instead of going up to the fifth string. Right. So I'll do that one more time. Good and right. And that's how you can end out this song. I know this was kind of a lot of information. It's actually a really simple song. There's just many ways that you can up the skill level of it and just build on it and everything. As I said before, if you want to see all the chords and the chord charts and the riffs written out in tab, you can download my PDF in the description box down below, and it will have everything that you need so that you can have a little visual of all of this. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. I love this song so much. I'm so excited for Red Taylor's version. Don't forget to subscribe because I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. So for this part, I like to single strum, and it goes, oh my god! Where are these ants coming from?